All right. Let's hope that the audio is much better. Hello. Let me see. Because if not, I can go. I'll have to get my microphone. Hello. Hello. So anyway, I was dating this one guy, Tyler, and it's called showing off. All right. My last boyfriend uh uh wanted to play this game. And usually I really think it's kind of cool, because I don't mind, how can I say, being naked with somebody in a place that there's nobody there, and you know what I mean, and it's not in my backyard. But they call it showing off, and you show everybody in the neighborhood who you're doing, and they're stark naked and you're having, intercourse out there. And I'm like, oh, I just can't do that. I really can't. Not so not where you have people you really know in real life that you're going to see, including your ex and your son. And I'm like, no, no, no. I have to be a whole lot more drunk for that one. Woo boy, because that's something. I don't like playing show and tell with people that I know in real life. And I'm like, I was made fun of by Tyler so bad afterwards. So it's called showing off, and you show your girl off. This has happened here, and I'm thinking, wow, I didn't want to participate the second time because, man, I kept thinking my son's going to walk in, my ex is going to walk in, I'm going to know somebody. I know for a fact that I knew somebody who was living next door, and I'm like, no, oh God, no, 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 no. That was too much. Anywhere else, any other people, fine. But no. No, 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 no. That is just silly. I just no. I did it once, and I can call myself an exhibitionist, but I will never do that again. Ever, ever. Oh no, 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 no. It's like, well, some people they're whacking off doing. It's just oh well. Anyway, uh, was got my boobily with the cool. I got my friend at work. I got her Christmas present. I told her to just pick it out because I didn't know what she really wanted, and yeah, so I'm like, well. So anyway, at least I got her taken care of. I just got so much credoli. But I have it's like I give Christmas here, as I could afford it. Um, yeah. So anyway, put a thumbs up because it helps with the algorithm. So we're going to be talking about showing off, or what I've been told, and I really uh I think that if you have people you know in real life, like know, like they're not just neighbors 3 doors down and you see them and you wave to them, you know them a little more. And I could not, no, no. But I did it once before. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I had to redo some stuff. Thank you, Aviator, for being very honest and not having a bad show. Don't forget to put a thumbs up. It does help with the algorithm. We're talking about showing off here in Pahrump, and it's for women. It's a belittling thing. I don't know why they would want to do this, but you they call it showing off. Uh, you uh, have intercourse outside naked in this weather. Yeah, it is so cold. And I'm like, nope, it's too cold. And nope, nope, nope. I got neighbors next door. I had my last boyfriend broke up with me because I refused to show off 3 times. And I don't care to show off with my next door neighbors that I know quite personally. In fact, my one next door neighbor played patty cake with my ex. Okay, so I'm just like not in the mood to have my ex my call the police on me and to have my son walk in on me. It just was not looking like a good scenario. So I'm like, oh, I did do it once. Hey, it wasn't in my backyard. I didn't know the damn neighbors. I could have just bumped into any of them and wouldn't have given a rat's ass. But GD, I knew my next door neighbors, and I'm like, they're not going to be seeing a free nudie show. I was like, so he got mad and he broke up with me. I don't know what the show off thing is meant for and why it's so important because I was like blown away. I mean, I don't want to go out naked in this weather. Heck, I don't even want to go out unless I'm fully clothed and with a hat and gloves. And yeah, yeah, I'm not. And this was in this kind of weather. It's like 29 out, and you're going, yep. Mhm. It wasn't that much colder than what it is now. And I'm thinking, wow, this dude just wants to put me through torture on top of it. Oh my God. So I'm like, well, I really didn't, my next door neighbors I know very personally. My son could walk in. My ex could call the cops on me for indecent exposure. I was just blown away. He broke up with me because I refused to have sex outside to show his friends that I knew. Oh, I done it before and it wasn't in my backyard. It wasn't in my backyard. Yeah, it was Taylor. It wasn't in my backyard. Mm. It was too personal being in my backyard. No, 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 no. It wasn't like we were at a party and, we go off somewhere and it's, you know what I mean? Well, this case, it was to show his friends. I have a feeling it was to show his friends. Oh, yeah. Because he kept going outside to make sure everything was all right or something. And I'm like, what are you training to tell your friends to hide somewhere? Because that's how I felt. It was just cold and nasty. And I was just like, really? So I said, that time I said no 3 times because it was just like in my freaking backyard. If it would have been in his backyard, shoot. And that's how I felt. It was just too close to home. Uh, yeah, well, to show the world, yeah. Hey, clunked. Wow, this is the most people I've had in a while. This must be a real good time slot for people to go on. So, I I did show off once, not in my own backyard, not where my son can come up. He's just next door. He's in the bunkhouse next door. So I'm thinking, gosh, my son's gonna walk in on me. And then, my luck, my ex is gonna walk in on me. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. I just, and that just kept going through my head. It just kept going through my head. And I think it's weird though, is that like a thing now, where people just want to like show off their significant other with themselves? I'm just curious, you know. So I'm pretty well curious, about this. So, so anyway, that's what happened pretty well. I was This guy broke up with me because of the fact that I wouldn't do showing off in my own backyard. I mean, it was just way too close to home for me to go to want to, you know, get funky dunky. Do you want your kids walking in on you guys? I don't think so. And if you do, you guys are sick. Well, apparently that's good to know. I just want to know, is that I thought, that's the norm. This is the second time that I have been literally uh, that was a breaker in the deal. Kid you not. Out here in Pahrump, Nevada, that's a breaker in the deal. So far I've had And I'm thinking, wow, you know. No, I will not be doing any showing off. Looks like I'm going to have to look somewhere else. But the only thing, yeah, I'm not fanciful about the showing off. You know, it's winter time, and I'm not the type of person wanting to get naked. You know, let's just put it this way: it better be warm for me to take my clothes off, let alone to go and patty cake outside. That's how I feel. Yes, I have been to a swingers club. I will not go back. Thank Yeah. My ex had this great idea for because he couldn't keep him and Bill Clinton had two things in common. They couldn't keep their pants up in a trailer park if their lives depended on it. Okay? Yep. And yeah. Yeah, they're about this. He's a little bit older than senior psychopants, but you know, you get the drift of that. And oh, oh, I just got sick. I just threw up in my mouth. Yeah, you should hear my fishing ones down over there. Oh boy, I've been fished too. I need a whole fishing tackle when I go on a date. You never know if you're going to get the diarrhea, man. Oh, and I've left so many at when they want to meet and they want to meet here in Pahrump. I usually tell them to go to the Nugget because it's a great place to leave them at. Yeah. Well, I do think it's weird being, you know, on the whole showing off thing. But if my boyfriend would have said, hey, you know, why don't we go elsewhere? You know, I would have said, yeah, sure, let's do something elsewhere. You know, I would have been more for it. But because of the fact that he wanted to do it in my backyard, I was just not too much in that. I just couldn't do it. I really couldn't. Uh, I just I could not do it at all, you know? I was frozen in fear and it was really cold and windy out that day. It was real windy and cold and I'm like, "Come on, dude. What do you want to do? Kill me? I'm cold already." When you smoke weed, a lot of times it makes your body cold, so I really didn't want to go. I was really cold and I really didn't want to, you know, go into colder and and to try to do anything out there with people who I knew. I mean, these I see them, you know, it's just I couldn't do it. It just bothered me. And he didn't want to listen to me, so that's where it went. But, you know, um it can also backfire when you break up with somebody and they say all the nasty things about me. I was like, oh, it was just too much. So, you know, no, I never had mushrooms before. Never had mushrooms. I've heard about them. I've heard some people, you hear, it's just like weed. You hear two different stories. They either love it or hate it. There's no in between. So I think in the 90s, mushrooms took a really big thing and they were really expensive. Actually, mushrooms was considered more expensive than even weed. Uh, uh, you have. Oh, we. I heard, I don't know if it's true, is that where mushrooms well, see, if I would have done mushrooms, I would have just went and had, done whatever. See, my boyfriend should have brought some mushrooms or some other stuff. And it's funny. It's either in the men that are attracted to me, it's either they're right at my height, they're just right, or they're really tall. There's no short guys at all. They're either real tall or just right. And it's like it's like my love life just sucks. Man, I almost wish I would have just put the alien mask. What I should have done is put an alien mask on, the light up one like the kids one, and gone out there. That's what I should have done. Because I don't care if they see the rest of my body. I just don't want them to see my face. Fuck. If they take pictures, I can say it's not me. That's what it was. Because I got some lighted up masks and stuff that are alien. I wanted to make I gotta find time to work on my script. I want to make a comedy about aliens. We're here, we're not far from Area 51. And we always joke about that. We've seen some amazing, I would say that they were our UFOs, flying around and stuff. I used to work from 12 to 8, so I would see all these UFOs. I was like, wow, it's pretty cool. Yeah, they'll make you see stars. See, if I would have done peyote, I've heard of peyote. All right. I would say they were government UFOs. I don't think that they were like real UFOs. I really do. I think that the government tests a lot of their UFOs around in our airspace. Excuse me. And that you see a lot of people, oh, wow, there's a UFO there. No, it's a government UFO. Uh, didn't do that. Uh, didn't do that. Woo. So when you're, I guess you would say, if you feel that your boyfriend's not going to let up, my theory is if I would have really thought about it, tell him, I'm really, tell him the scenario, how you feel, and then get an alien mask and hope your kid doesn't come out to ask you questions. You could be needing a whole lot more therapy than what you ever thought you'd pay. That's what I should have done. Because this guy was a really good, hardworking man who he kissed my ass. So maybe something will have come of it, but. Mm. With ET phone home, what do you mean? That's from a movie. Yeah, I seen that movie, but where's this go with seeing government um pretty much government aviation? No, never seen any ETs. Yeah. It's not like we're like walking out and you go, "Hey, George," and he looks like, that guy Paul from that movie. Yeah. No, there's nothing like that out here. They're all in Area 51. And there's another place where they're supposed to be at, which is if you take the long way around to go into Vegas, they have a base, and they call that, what was it? Dreamland. It's called Dreamland. That's what that place is called, not Area 51. That's another new place. It's called Dreamland. There's supposed to be tall blonde people. I gotta pay to get blind. I haven't been in the sun that much, so yeah. They're yeah, it's Dreamland. My dad used to talk about that place, and he says, yeah, they got some real tall blonde people. He didn't talk about Dreamland much. We talked about other places, so yeah. Nope, I haven't seen no ETs. I met some people who could pass for some, though, I swear. hmm I used to bartend. This one guy used to come in. He had this really high forehead. He looked like Jimmy Neutron grown up. All right. And he looked like an alien. Oh, God. Um, I used to joke with people I worked with. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Or look at that person. Yeah, he looked like Jimmy Neutron grown up. Kid you not. I wish I could have taken a picture of this. No one would believe me except the people I was working with. I was like, you see that? You see? Like, wow. It was like, and you try to act normal. Yeah, yeah, sure. And you try not to look at how big his fucking head is. That's all I kept looking at and going, wow, man. I'm thinking, how in the hell does he get his head? He's got to buy some really big shirts. A lot of button up shirts. Yeah, I was like, some of the people I've met through the years of bartending, so it's been, unusual. Yeah, I've seen the movie E.T. Shoot, I remember when it came out. My grandma made me see it. "Yeah, we're gonna go see E.T." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, everyone's seeing it," you know? My grandma's like, "Oh, everyone's crying when they think he's dying," and I'm like, "It's a puppet. Why are you crying?" I was, like, so serious as a kid. It's a puppet. So that's where, yeah, I lost a boyfriend because I refused to show, and I wish I would just wore a blinky mask, and if I would have known he was coming, I would have gotten a outfit that would have been more appropriate where I can have, felt better. But yeah, I just I just thought to myself, wow, I thought that all the guys now do that, and I wanted to know if it's like a common thing or is it just here in Pahrump, you show off, and I thought that was just kind of odd, and that's the reason why I was just like curious because I'm new to this dating thing, and I don't know where someone would it was like, does everybody do that? Go and show off outside, while you're playing patty cake, you know? And it's just, I thought it was like, is that the norm? Is that what you do now when you date somebody? And that's when I thought, oh my God, I'm in so much trouble. What if I don't feel like it or whatever? Obviously, they break up with you. That's what I found out, and I never really, had a relationship like normally, He never texted me every day or talked to me every day. It was really kinda odd. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I just thought that, do men really do this? Because Aviator said no, he doesn't demand his significant other to go play patty cake outside to show off. Does anyone else would say, like, nameless, would you say that have you ever tried it or you're just curious now? So, hmm, everyone got quiet. So, yeah, I'm down to like 0 men. Oh god. Yeah, I'm down to 0 men. Yeah, my last, guy friend who said he wanted a relationship text me about something about having sex a couple days ago, and I go, "That wasn't with me." Then I text back, "I think I'm gonna block you," and I blocked him. Yeah. Everyone wants a relationship when they wanna get in a sack, but when it's just, hanging out and being with me, I'm like, "Okay, I'm just gonna have to block you. You don't want a relationship. You just want your jollies, and I can't do that no more." I'm like, "It's been almost 2 weeks, dude, you know?" So that's where that's at. So I guess that, here in Trump, this is like a thing. So if you ladies, are okay having sex outside, you know, with your neighbors, sometimes maybe at your backyard. If you have how can I say this? You don't care what your neighbors think about you and stuff, just go do it. But me, I didn't think about putting a mask over my face and covering a lot of my body up. I just thought it was really strange that somebody would break up with me just because I wouldn't do their showing off stuff with their friends. So that's where I stood with that. Uh, but I have done it. Oh yeah. So I just don't get it why, you know. It's stupid. It really is. But I guess some guys just don't take the whole thing. I'm going, well, you know, I really don't feel like being someone's show. I don't know. I just felt like I guess I wasn't meant that well. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I was just curious, is that a thing that all men do? And I guess it's just here in Prompt, you know. It's like I always says there's so many things that I thought, wow, that's unusual. Only here in Pahrump they do that. Oh, that's weird. So, well, it's I'm dwindling off to one person. So I am who's left, I wonder. Here's getting hot. And only one thumbs up, please. I wish there was more, unless they didn't show. Well, I am going to end the stream. I only have one thumbs up. Wow. What is that?